welcome to today's video. What I've got planned for today is to make some good sounds with just two electronics. One of which being this Scuf Xbox Controller, and the second one being this. Put it this way. Oh, camera's up here. My bad. I'm looking at the monitor in front of me, but the camera's angled up, so it is a Keychron C2 Pro keyboard, which I'll be doing some keyboard sounds with that, and then tapping on the box a little bit as well. Maybe, actually. I don't know, maybe I'll stretch that out. That might not make the video. The theme was electronic sounds, so like the keyboard could be okay and the controller is totally fine, but tapping on the box, I don't know, maybe that'll be another video. But besides the point, I guess, I'll get started with the controller sounds. So I'll do this for a little bit and then I'll move on to the keyboard. Also, to my style, I tend to mix like whispering and soft speaking, but I think for this particular video I'm gonna try to just whisper, just for the sake of like what is it? Consistency. This controller also has back buttons too. Bumpers on the back that are very clicky. They're supposed to imitate keyboard clicks. There's 4 of them. So 2 here, and then these 2 here. Eventually it'd be cool to actually have a game like being played in front of me while I'm doing this, so that way it's a little bit more realistic, the sounds that the controller's making. Because I think when you just kind of like press the buttons for so long, it just kind of blends together and just becomes noise at that point. I think it becomes so like so droning that people just block it out instead of it being something that's entertaining or relaxing. That's the word. Not entertaining. Relaxing, though. But as it is right now, I've got one monitor which I'm using to, like, I use it as a viewfinder for my webcam. So, no games being played right now. But eventually I'll try to figure that out as well. I think that could be a little bit better. based on those sounds alone, let's just say I was playing Overwatch, what character do you think I'd be using? I had one in my mind too when I was doing all that. I'll give you a second. Give you one hint, it's a DPS character. DPS character. I know it's a pretty bad hint because I think there's more DPS than the other role, right? Another hint. I think every other hint I can think of would just give away the character. Let me think about this. It's a male character. Yeah. Give you 5 more seconds to take a guess. Okay. If you guessed Genji, you would be correct. And your prize is that you may go to sleep. Congratulations. The unfortunate thing about that, though, is that when I got this controller in particular, I wasn't playing Overwatch at the time. I'd been on like a hiatus from Overwatch for, I don't know now, maybe 2 or 3 years since I last played it. This controller I feel like is kind of cheating though, just because of the back bumpers. When I was playing games in my more recent years, I was playing a lot of solo stuff and a lot of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Persona 5 Royal. What else? I was playing Destiny 2 a lot with my older brother as well. Destiny 2 is still good. And a little bit of Marvel Rivals here and there. As well as Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley, and I wish they would add more to it, but it's so old now, I don't know what's gonna happen. I do want to go back though and make a new farm. I just hopped on that game yesterday on my computer though, not on the Xbox, and I need to make a new farm. I don't remember what I was in the middle of working with when I jumped back into it, so I only played for like 20 minutes and then I got off the game. Very nostalgic though. Nostalgic, I guess, in a sense, like the music does a good job of giving that nostalgic feeling, but I just got into that game maybe 2 years ago. I was new to it 2 years ago, and then I've never been past year 2. Okay, I think that was an appropriate ramble. I kind of lost track of time on that one, so it's enough for the controller sounds. Let me put that on the desk, and then I will... I don't know if you guys can even hear that from this distance. Hold on. This is indeed a full-size keyboard. This is pretty fucking big. Not sponsored, by the way, but I would love maybe to one day be sponsored by Keychron. They're all I use, especially as a Mac user. I'm a designer / editor in my day-to-day, so I do all that, all my work on a Mac, and Keychron just works very well with Mac. I have had, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3... I think I've had around 8 Keychron keyboards now, and I love all of them. I love trying new ones as well. That's why I've had so many. Not because there's anything wrong with the ones that I've had, but I'm always looking for something more comfortable or just a little different. Sometimes I think I need something, and then I get it, and it turns out that it's not exactly what I was looking for. It's that toolbox fallacy situation, right? Just like this one. This one actually has my favorite keys. They're the banana tactile super switches, and so far for any Keychron switch, that's my favorite because I like to rest my hand on the keyboard. I like to rest my hand on the keyboard like while typing, I guess. Not even typing, just kind of like while at my computer. I'll just rest it on the keys. And on the other switches, they're too squishy, so I end up pressing buttons. These are a little bit more firm, so I don't really have that issue. I don't recommend this one for gaming though. They're too firm for that. Maybe I think you'll be able to press buttons as quick. Okay, enough of the box though. Let's open it and then make some sounds with the keyboard itself, right? On the floor for now, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I almost dropped it. It comes with this foam. I believe most of the Keychron keyboards do. Some crinkle sounds briefly as well for anyone that loves those plastic kind of sounds. Maybe plastic combined with a keyboard could do good things. Does it make good sound? I actually don't know, but you guys be the judge of that. Let me know in the comment section below. Some of you might not really give a fuck. I personally am a fan of keyboard sounds though. Oh, really quick too, another thing for me to ramble about briefly, but I do have a custom key. Hold on. I don't know if you can fully see it, it looks a little bit blurry, but it's No Face from Spirited Away. Just use it as my escape key. It's been a while since I've actually used this keyboard to type on. When I got it, I thought I needed a numpad, but I don't know, I think when I did get this, I had just grown too accustomed to using the upper keys here. Sometimes these do, but this for the numbers, the top row here. I just got too used to doing that, so it felt kind of weird for me to reach over here and then press the number keys. So I ended up replacing this keyboard with I'm gonna show you real quick. It's another Keychron, of course. Hold on. Because it's the one I'm using currently as well for work and everything else. But I used this one, and this one's a titanium body, whereas that one is a, I want to say plastic body. I don't know. just trying to make sure it's not actually pressing things on my computer. But yeah, this is what I mostly use, and you can change the colors on it too. I usually just keep it on that red, but you can change colors, patterns. It's RGB. Hold on, maybe I'll hold it up too while I switch them. You guys can see that. Because I don't know if the C2 or the C3, the white one or the gray one that I just had, I don't remember if you can change colors on that one. I think you can, but it might only be white. Okay. Well, let me see if you can see the colors. Yeah. Can kind of see them. Maybe, oh yeah, down there. There. Not that it matters that much, but I don't know. Some people are really into RGB. I personally am not. I'm not so bothered if a keyboard can light up like that or not. Like, I tend to prefer if it just has a white backlight, but, yeah, I don't know. I just prefer that. I'm not big on RGB. And this one, I'm sorry, I can't show you the lights because it's not plugged in, and it has to be plugged in apparently. I kind of forgot about that. Mic a little bit. Okay. Enter. Eventually, if I get enough people to comment on the video too, I can pretend to type names. I'd actually type them out. That'd be cool. I think it's just a little bit more authentic when you have something to actually type, rather than me just kind of randomly pressing the buttons, you know? And then if I was to do that too, I'd have the little text pop up on screen too. That'd be pretty cool. I've been trying to think of more ways to involve anyone who happens to stumble across my videos, especially as a new ASM artist too. I'm having a little trouble thinking of ways to involve the audience, right? But that's one thing that I might be able to do, as well as I do have roleplays planned to do. I don't like the way that the spacebar sounds though. It sounds too hollow for me. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound very good. I'm not a fan. Let me see this one. I think the spacebar on both of them actually sound pretty bad. The one that I use as my daily and this one. I don't know why, because everything else sounds pretty good. Really good actually, this one. I myself will shut up now, and I'll just keep going with the keyboard sounds for another minute or two, and then I will do the outro and let you guys get some sleep. hopefully already asleep. That'd be the most ideal, but if that's not the case, then hopefully this video helps you to sleep or at least relax. Maybe make it feel like you've got company while you're getting chores done or something. Everyone uses ASMR for different reasons. Thank you for watching this video, and if it helped you relax or sleep at all, then please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel.